I think I just want to go there and scope that out.
All right.
Yeah. They'll be heading my direction.
All right.
This is more like Rome's kind of city area because it's all more outdoorsy, tents, not buildings.
Yeah. Oh, there are some buildings. It's just some people recognize that it just costs too much to have an actual permit for a building when they can just transport a huge tent every other couple days, you know? So, to avoid fines. That's the type of people you're dealing with.
Hoard.
Alright, so you guys make your way there. And there's just tons of merriment going around. Once again.
Yeah, I'll put out the, or there's drink there if, anyone has heard of Bade.
Make charisma check.
Sure.
Alright. That's one guy goes, I used to work for Bade, he fired me. Got too drunk off of his own supply.
Oh, it happens to the best of us, friend. I wouldn't have fired you for something like that. Because, if you don't take a little bit off the top, then who are you, right? You're not one of the hoity-toities, right? You know where he's at?
No, he was here about an hour ago. I guess he went off to his tent.
You know even what he looks like?
Oh, yeah, he's a half-elf.
Right.
Kind of chubby for one, to be honest, but he has a cheerful face.
Okay. So, facial hair?
No facial hair, just chubby for half-elf, that is.
All right.
And happy.
Oh, good enough. Well, you know what? I appreciate the the little guidance there, and have yourself a good night.
Same be to you.
So I'm just going to be, drinking quietly and listening in on conversations throughout the night, trying to pick up any useful tidbits about traveling caravans to
Absolutely. You hear something quite interesting throughout the entire night, depending how late you're staying up. How late are you going to stay up?
like 4-ish.
Alright, so you're going to stay up for about 3 or 4 more hours. And as you're about to call it a night, the tavern's died down, where there's you and just a couple handfuls of people, maybe 20 some odd people in there. And your ears pick up something. Well, our Hoard will get here soon. Just gotta wait 3 or 4 more days before we get off to Waterdeep. And the guy just kind of nods at him. He's looking around, looks at you, but it just seems to be looking past you, over you, and he walks out.
Did I get any kind of identifying features of these guys?
No, just that they were wearing cloaks, hoods up, except when the one brought his hood down to talk to the other guy, put his hood up, he walked out. He did mention Hoard, but other than that, nothing notable.
Just let it go for now.
All right.
Party about it when they wake up.
Cool. All right, and it's 4 o'clock. Some of the merchants are actually getting up right now, setting up as you're walking back, and everyone else is able to find a tent. It's pretty cheap to rent one. It's only like 2 silver pieces.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's that. You guys sleep unless you want to do anything else.
No, that's all I need to do.
All right, and you guys wake up in the morning. What do you want to do? Yeah, Brome wakes up, everyone wakes up. I guess they're all kind of conglomerated in the same area.
Looking around through the caravan wagons and everything for someone that matches the description of Bade.
Of course. He was a very loud man. Your tent was actually just a few tents away from his. And he looks to have just a full couple carts full of some type of liquid.
Wine or
You don't know. It's just they're obviously barrels made to hold liquid. You don't know what's in them.
any marks on them?
Not from where you can see. They're covered up rather well.
All right. Yeah, I'll approach him.
What kind of do you for?
Bait, is it right?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
So there's a bit of a rumor going on. You're looking to hire up some more hands and get this whole train going.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, I got a few friends of mine.
What kind of abilities you got? He smells heavy of ale. Just like the breath that comes off of him is just very yeasty.
Well, see, I don't want to go scaring the folks around here. Yeah, we're pretty well accomplished. Got a bit of a reputation for ourselves. Been doing a few of the merchant guarding, so to speak. You're
funny. You don't look like the type.
Well,
I don't know if you speak for your friends or not, but I don't see anyone around you unless everyone went with him.
I went with him.
Oh, well, I want that big elf-looking guy. He's got a scar on his face. I like guys with scars. They've been through some stuff. You're too pretty.
So, can I do that with a prestidigitation?
If you like the ugly elf, you should see the ugly dwarf, right?
Are you with him as well?
I mean, I don't know why I'd not be, I guess.
All right.
Yeah,
Rome,
I
are
was
you...
specifically following
I
around.
think
So I think if the two of us left,
I
the two
want
of
to
you
spend
probably
my
would have been
time staking out that
us.
tavern.
All right.
Just listening.
Yeah, no one knows where Brome is exactly.
No one ever
upon,
knows where Brome is exactly.
Oh, okay.
upon saying likes the guy with scars, I'll just cast up a little bit of the prestidigitation, and kind of just get a little scar down my face.
All right, I see. You're the magic-y type, aren't you?
I know it's not always welcome.
No, it's fine. Those are the most craziest people I've ever known.
So what are you thinking? You guys are making your way to where?
Oh, we're making our way to Waterdeep here in about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 days.
Waterdeep. All right. Yeah. No, we were looking to make our way that way as well. What's your rate?
Well, make a charisma check. In fact, everyone that's with Kevin, make a charisma check.
Not good at charisma per se.
I'm intimidating looking. I just am not very nice.
Oh, well, I like the look of you, and he points to you, Devault. I'll hire you as my personal bodyguard for 10 gold pieces per 10 day. Plus food and living expenses on the road. It's a long journey.
That's true.
And Sarian, or he points over to you, Sarian. I could hire you as a sergeant. You could be in charge of the other caravan guards. I'll hire you for 8 gold pieces per 10 day, plus food and living expenses on the road. And he looks over to the dwarf. Now, I'm not so sure I could use that.
He's with me.
Now, I guess I could hire as a basic guard for 5 gold pieces per 10 day, but you'd be in charge of them there, Sergeant.
Fair enough.
And we do got one more friend with us. Actually, you're absolutely gonna want him. Reason we kind of work out so well. He's one of those tree speakers.
All right.
One of those guys. You got wolves on the road. You got all types of crazy ass animals. God knows what you get.
Well, I already hired a sergeant. I got a nosebleed, guys. I'm sorry. All right, guys.
No problem.
Gotta quit
That's
doing
your
the
face.
cocaine. It's all right. Gotta stop doing that cocaine,
Yeah, it's the coke.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Where were we?
We were getting hired up by this tutor, and we were talking about bringing on Brome as just potential
That's right.
same thing as Casalt here, just standard guard.
Yeah, I'll hire another one, I guess. It's just basic guard, 5 gold pieces per 10 day.
Cool. All right. So, I guess most importantly, you know,
Now, just so you know, you, as my bodyguard, here's what's expected as a bodyguard. You need to stick as close to me as possible throughout the duration of the trip.
okay.
During 95% of all times, unless I say go elsewhere. The sergeants, once the sergeant gets done texting on his phone, I'm just kidding, man. He is expected to manage the other 2 bodyguards, and that's his job. The bodyguards, as long as they do whatever he says to tell them and protect me, I'm fine. So.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess first of all, I'm happy to be kind of working with you as a personal bodyguard. And I don't know what you're really ready to talk about or anything like that. If I can get a little bit better of an idea, do you know if anyone might be coming after us on this trip? Are you expecting any?
No, that's why I'm hiring you.
Well, no, right. I mean,
It's a very long and very dangerous trek. Have you ever made this trek before?
I've not.
Oh, man. You see, there are so many opportunities for things to go wrong. We're going next to a troll. I can't even remember. Troll bark or what's it called? Troll bark forest. The coastway goes, or the tradeway. The coastway and the tradeway go by the troll hills, the troll bark forest, over the troll claws, over winding water, the fields of the dead. Oh man, there's just so much opportunity for monsters and the like. I've even been attacked by trolls. Yeah, so it's just procedure. Every caravan, every individual of the caravan hires their own guards, however many or however few they need to bring.
That makes some sense there. How many in the caravan?
Oh, right now we've got about 10 or 12. I can't remember which.
Wagons or guards?
Wagons.
10 or 12 wagons. All right.
I mean, not in my caravan, but in the caravan group. We need at least 30 or so carts before we head on the way. 12's too low a number.
You know anything else about the people we traveling with? They seem like good folk.
Oh yeah, for the most part. There's some odd folk in the mix. There always are.
You always get odd folk.
Yeah, we got some furniture cabinet maker transporting precious woods to Waterdeep for some reason. I don't ask. And we also have we also just have some just here for the journey itself. Bards and historians and people that like tales that come along that may happen along this trip. There's just other random people hauling various furs and cured meats, stuff like that. I don't ask, but some people just show their wares freely.
Well, good enough. So I guess we're just waiting on a few more wagons there, and we'll be
should just be a few more days. Do whatever you see fit. In the remainder.
I assume I'm not contracted under you for while we're waiting here, though, right?
No, only when we. Well,
Good enough.
I'll pay you 10 up front.
Okay.
No, I mean I'll pay your wages up front. Just that'll be contract enough until we get started.
Okay.
Because I really want you guys to be part of this caravan, part of my guards.
We are amazing. Great then. All right, so we'll hang out mostly around here, and we'll try and get an idea. At least for me, and clearly you're going with some other people. I wouldn't be doing my job effectively if I didn't at least get to know some of the other wagons that are going around. If you hear anything or anything like that, if you could let me know. I just want to make sure that there's no harm coming to you. I have heard of in the past we've dealt with issues with goddamn bandits that sneak into the caravan parties themselves.
You don't say.
End up killing a bunch of people, and it causes all types of grief. So,
that happens occasionally, I heard, but it's never happened to me. I've got good luck.
Well, and it won't be, as long as we're here with you and everything's working out. So, I'm just going to try and snoop around a little bit for you. But as I said, if you hear anything, let me know. And
Just be careful about who you snoop around with. Some aren't too taken talking with random bodyguards and mercenaries,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The trip, however, I mean, it's a 40-day trip. We'll be on the road for 40 days.
Yeah, it will be a bit of time, but hey,
So.
I'm a professional.
All right.
I understand.
I just don't want you making trouble with someone you got to spend 40 days with,
Never. No.
All
It's a
right.
long voyage. We're all good. All right.
I'll see you in a couple days then.
Sounds fair enough.
And he gives you Brome's initial first share as well. All right. Brome, yeah, just you don't really recognize those two gentlemen that were in the tavern earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing all day.
I'm just chilling there, eating food, drinking,
Yep.
getting to know people.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want for the next couple days. Just let me know what you want to do. We'll fast forward.
I'll fill in on what's going on and
All right.
what the deal is. And yeah, I mean, I basically kind of want to mostly be friendly with a lot of the other guards, and definitely not asking what their cargo is or anything like that. Just getting to know some name faces, really building alliances the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Casalt's going to be more quiet, and he's interested in what their cargo is. So he's not going to outright plunder, but he'll definitely try and peek while they're loading things. Just kind of slink around camp a bit.
Yeah.
Can I get like a feel for people's alignment as they're walking around the camp or going through this tavern?
I mean, most people are neutral. Do you have detect evil or anything like that?
Not really, no.
I mean, there's some seedier types that look more like Casalt, maybe the more you observe them. But it's hard to tell between neutral and evil sometimes, because no one's doing any evil acts.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need detect evil to see stunning handsomeness.
Yeah, yeah, everyone just seems to be about your alignment, it seems. Nothing too good, nothing too bad at the moment. Devolve.
Ain't half bad. Of course, it ain't half good neither.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who wants to know about some guards, you see a whole bunch of guards that you can get to know.
Bringing beers.
Yeah, you make
some of the
acquaintance with
caravan
a female shield dwarf. She doesn't quite like you, but you make friends with her, but she doesn't make friends with you. You're impressed by the way she's able to just take on 3 or 4 dudes and beat them up and send them packing rather quickly. You know that she's quite stout. She's formidable. Also quick to anger. But you buy her a couple drinks. She nods your way. And that's about all there is to it. She tells you that she's a bodyguard for Arachne Yuleton.
What's her name and her race?
She's a shield dwarf.
Aww.
And her name is Taijit Skesh. All these fucking weird names, I swear.
Can you copy paste that? Oh god.
There you go.
Two hotkeys. Oh god.
I can't copy and paste. It comes out all weirdly formatted, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, you guys make friends with a couple people throughout. And finally, on the third day that you're in,
Third day?
you notice an odd group of carts with hooded figures that seem to just join the caravan. They seem to stay away from all the other caravan owners, or all the other cart owners, merchants and stuff, but they're definitely going to be part of the caravan. Their goods are tightly bundled, canvas all around the cart where you cannot see in, and be very difficult to get your hand in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
No, they're not wearing the cultist robes.
Okay.
They're wearing just kind of all, looks like they all bought it at the same general store. Green, forest green robes, cloaks.
All right, rock, paper, scissors for one of us to go over there and be like, hail Tiamat, and see what they do. What do you say? No?
I see you just volunteered.
Hard pass? No? Okay. All right. I feel like Devault's the creepy warlock that could probably pull that off better than I could.
I'll go up and just introduce myself to the vault. You know, if anyone who looks like they're in charge, secure joining our little party here. Making your way to Waterdeep then.
He gives you. It's a very ugly man. He's probably around 6'8". Very, very ugly, with pock marks on his skin and his face. One eye's glazed over. Just goes,
Got any kids? Let me tell you, I got 2 kids of my own. Actually, great kids. That's why I'm in the guard business, trying to make some money. Little girl, little boy, little Tia, and Matt, and they're everything to me. They're everything to me.
I like it.
I don't know what I would do without little Tia and Matt. I don't know what I would do without them. And anyway, you know, if you ever need anything,
you should talk elsewhere, my friend. You talk way too much. Get out of my face.
I'm just trying to be friendly.
Well, I'm not.
Well, we've got a long road ahead, so hey,
a long road of me keeping you out of my sight.
We'll see about that, friend. I think I'm going to be all over, but hey, you know what? Let's drink to a great voyage, and I'll see you on the road.
I ain't drinking anything you hand me.
Oh, good enough, good enough. Hey, we'll see what happens. You know what? I really do warm up on people. So,
yeah, I bet you do. Maybe your blood runs real warmly.
Well, you know, I've had some that say that my blood runs a little hot. But, you know, that's
maybe we'll find out.
Maybe. Although, you know, I have to say, generally, I'm not into the guys as much. But, hey, you know, you do look like a good enough fella. Anyway, I'm going to get back with my group. You know, look forward to traveling with you.
Well, I think that went well.
So, did I note? I mean, obviously the Tiamat.
I mean, they're obviously not part of a normal caravan. I mean, you could make an educated guess, but that would be your guess, not known fact.
I mean, did his eyes perk anything at that? Was there a break in the poker face?
Nope, that seems to be his permanent resting face.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'd let the group know. See, well, that's pretty.
You think that could very well be them. In fact, if Brome's told you anything, Brome, have you said?
I would have. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still staying.
You actually recognize two of the cloaked figures that were not with him but around him as some of the figures that were in the tavern earlier.
How much? How much would a feast? Well, how much right before we leave would I guess the feast for everyone in the caravan?
Everyone in the caravan? That'd be upwards of like 50, 60 gold pieces, maybe even more.
All right. Why don't we do that?
Or we just keep our heads down.
I'm gonna drop the 50 gold there, and
Well, it's like fuck it.
No, I basically as a looking for good travels, looking for good times,
Yeah.
and we're all gonna make it through this. It's gonna be great. Start getting stuff going. Ultimately, I understand those guys may not need anything or anything. If push ever comes to shove on the road, I want people to like the vault over creepy cultists.
Well,
I know it may not be hard, but
Bade actually hears you're putting together this feast. He's like, "Oh, I hope you're going to buy the ale from me."
Oh yeah, well, here's the thing. I as a professional, I never asked what we're transporting. I didn't want to impose on you. I didn't.
Well,
want
it's wine and ale, of course,
well,
and some mead.
Absolutely. Let's get that.
All right, and that takes about 25 gold pieces of your 50. The other half goes to pure food. And everyone's getting to know each other except for that one group. They take the food, but they sit elsewhere.
Okay.
They're all just kind of eyeing everyone. A couple other people are also being away. You recognize that young guard is guarding Los Felro, the silent you can only imagine. He's kind of a little bit away, but not as offstandish as the perhaps maybe cult people. And some other people aren't as friendly either. But for the most part, the majority are in a big tent with you guys, laughing and eating, drinking, having a good old time.
Good enough.
Casalt will do his best to act happy and I don't know. He's constantly on his guard, but he's going to do his best to show.
Well, there's
everybody that
wenches.
he's not on his guard. I guess. Try to bluff him out, basically.
You asked for wenches at the last place. There's plenty of them here.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
How's that shield dwarf, the really angry one?
Well, she's pretty good looking for a dwarf, I guess.
I like him angry.
Yeah, she's definitely angry. She sees you eyeing her. She gives you a scowl. She unsheaths her knife and then she puts it back in. Unsheaths her knife and she puts it back in.
Hey,
Sounds like a double entendre to me.
Yep. Casalt will chat her up for the rest of the night.
I don't think I need to lend you a hand with this one. You're good, right?
Yeah, Casalt will he really wishes we could detect magic, make sure it's not a changeling. He's a little traumatized.
Sometimes you just
Like-
gotta roll the dice.
But he'll
Last
talk
time I had sex with something, it was an it.
yeah, he'll talk to. Hey, it was a female changeling. I'm just,
Well, it changed to whatever you want. You know,
yeah.
doppelgangers don't
Changelings
officially.
make the best horse. They
It
can
was
do
a
whatever you-
doppelganger, not a changeling, though. That's the thing.
Oh, there you
Doppelgangers are those really creepy things
yeah,
that have no gender until they turn into something that does.
yeah. Casalt will just cheer, and she's just
And
a
you
random
fucked it.
guard. She's not with the cultists, right?
No, she's guarding someone else.
All right, cool.
All right, you chat her up. She's not very talkative.
That's fine.
She just kind of gives you a nod, a wink, and a head
okay.
gesture back to one of the far tents.
Okay. Well, if I know what tent serves, then later.
All right, yeah. It's going to be very, very burly dwarf sex.
Is there another kind?
No, I like all dwarf sex, burly, rough dwarf sex, I guess, yeah. So, anyways. I'm sorry, baby. I feel so bad. Like, Debbie's in the next room, I think, listening to all this unfold. What, baby?
It happens.
Ah, she's not listening to anything.
Nice.
All right.
Convenience.
All
I
right.
gotta get going pretty soon, so if we're close to like
I
a
bet you
wrap-up
do.
point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see how it is. We don't want to start the journey tonight.
I just really like I have to be in bed in like 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll set it at... Alright, we'll play out this night and then we'll stop in the morning.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, so anything else you guys wish to do?
Through my feast, I'm pretty good. So I mean, I threw what I was throwing there of just trying to get to know names and anything I can.
All
Make
right.
myself a pretty prominent figure. Kind of looking,
All
you know, want to be well recognized in the.
All right. Yeah, let me go in detail about the burly dwarf sex, I guess.
No.
So, as you're in the dim light, she takes off her armor, right? Muscles upon muscles just
Oh,
bulge out. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
You are quite bruised. Possibly the greatest. Possibly the greatest you've ever had.
Fantastic.
All right, there you go. That's about as much detail as I'm going into it.
No one has ever made you feel so delicate or so
You just cradle in her arms all night as a certain song, you know, starts playing in the background. But
Very nice.
The rest of us like, what's going on? Wait a second, is that BDSM troglodytes?
It's like, no, I'd like to make love to this music, and he opens the music box.
maybe he does. Where's the music at?
I don't know. What would one of these sessions be without a little bit of BDSM troglodytes, right?
It's
I
a
don't know.
staple.
I
Okay,
pressed
well,
play
let's
on
never
it.
find out.
I guess maybe the track is no longer on SoundCloud.
Oh.
Our anthem is gone.
Oh.
All right.
Magic Box plays a different song that's never played before. The
Well,
Magic Box is magical.
I really enjoyed that song.
Yeah, me too.
Oh well, it's no longer. All right, guys. So the night ends, the morning arises, and the caravan is about to set off, and we will end right there for the night with the caravan about to head on its way. So kind of pretty much just an RP night. Hope everyone was all right with that. It was good to play again.
Oh yeah, it was fun. I had a blast with this.
All right, fantastic. And then on the next session, is basically going to be from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep.
Action, adventure, caravanning.
All that good stuff. And everyone, say goodbye to the viewers.
Have a good night.
Viewers.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.